The next question, find the Fourier sine and cosine transform of f of x equal to e to the power of minus alpha x. Here alpha is greater than 0. Here they are asking to find Fourier sine and Fourier cosine transform. Therefore, we should take Fourier cosine and Fourier sine transform formula. We have Fourier cosine transform formula is fc of u or fc of f of x is equal to integration from 0 to infinity. So direct Fourier transform formula we can see integration from minus infinity to infinity, but Fourier cosine and Fourier sine transform formula we can see integration from 0 to infinity, 0 to infinity. Fourier cosine means along with f of x we should take cos ux into dx. In Fourier sine transform along with the f of x function we should take sin ux into dx term. This is the Fourier cosine and Fourier sine transform. Using these two formulas, I go to find Fourier cosine and transform of e to the power of minus alpha x. Okay, first I go to find Fourier sine transform. We have Fourier sine transform represented by fs of u is equal to integration from 0 to infinity f of x sin ux into dx is the formula. Next, substitute the given function. Fs of u is equal to integration from 0 to infinity. F of x is what? E to the power of minus alpha x. Here alpha is greater than 0. Limit also should be greater than 0. 0 to infinity, it is by e to the power of minus alpha x into sin ux into dx. Next, integrate this term. So fs of u is equal to Fourier sine transform is equal to, so integration of exponential function with sine or cos, we have direct formula. So here we can't apply Bernoulli's integration because these two functions are what? Continuous function. For continuous function, if you apply Bernoulli's integration, Bernoulli's formula, you won't get the final solution. It will be get continuous term. Therefore, for exponential function along with the cos or sine, we have direct formula. Integration is the standard formula. Using this formula, we should integrate here. So e to the power of x and sine bx is the standard formula. I go to apply this formula. Okay, using this formula, just compare this with the standard formula. Here a is what? Minus alpha. In place of x coefficient, a is given minus alpha, and here x sin ux, here x coefficient is u, therefore here b term is u. Substitute a and b here RHS side in standard formula, we get integration of this term. Therefore we get e to the power of minus a values is minus alpha, denominator is a square plus b square. A square means minus alpha square, we get plus alpha square and u square. Minus alpha also nothing but plus alpha square plus u square, and formula we can write a sin bx. What is a? Minus alpha sin bx. B is ux. Okay, minus b. What is b? U. Cos bx. Cos b nothing but u. Cos ux. Okay, this is the integration of this term. So using standard integration formula, we will get this type of answer. After integrate, we should apply the limit from 0 to infinity, upper and lower limit. Okay. So substitute upper and lower limit here. Upper limit is infinity, lower limit is 0. So if we substitute upper and lower limit for the above step, we will get replace x by infinity. So x by infinity e to the power of minus alpha into infinity, we get e to the power of minus infinity. So we know that e to the power of minus infinity values is what? 0. E to the power of plus infinity value is infinity. E to the power of 0 value is 1. These are all the basic terms. So e to the power of minus infinity, we get 0. Therefore 0 into this entire term is 0. Therefore we get upper limit will get 0. So lower limit, replace x by 0, e to the power of minus 0 or plus 0, e to the power of 0 values is 1, upper limit minus lower limit is 1, denominator is alpha square plus u square is constant, and the bracket alpha into replace x by 0, sin 0 is 0, the first term is 0, minus u, replace x by 0, cos 0 values is what? 1, u into 1. Therefore, finally we will get Fourier cosine transform is minus e to minus is plus u by alpha square plus u square. This is the Fourier cosine transform answer. That's all. This is very simple. Using standard formula we should integrate. Just apply upper and lower limit, we will get the Fourier cosine transform. Okay, in exam, suppose in place of alpha, if you have constant, if you have any constant, place of alpha substitute the given constant terms and simplify. Okay, in place of alpha they will be asked 2, 3, 4 any number. Okay, same procedure, same standard formula, we should integrate. Place of alpha we should take the given constant value, then evaluate the problem. Okay, next the same question they are asking to find both Fourier sine and Fourier cosine. The next I consider Fourier cosine. So we know that Fourier cosine transform, FC of u, the formula is 0 to infinity f of x. Fourier cosine means function along with cosine term, cos ux into dx term. Next substitute f of x function, given function, then integrate. So FC of u is equal to integration from 0 to infinity f of x. F of x is e to the power of minus alpha x, given function, and cos ux into dx. Next integrate this again. Here after apply standard formula, because exponential along with the cos term or sine term, we have direct formula. Exponential with cos, this is the direct formula. Using this formula we should integrate. Okay. So here what is the a and b values? Here a is equal to x coefficient is minus alpha and b is equal to u. Here x coefficient is u. A is minus alpha and b is equal to u. So take this formula, the first formula, substitute, we will get the answer from this. So according to this formula, e to the power of minus ax means minus alpha x, a square andre alpha square plus b square means u square. A cos bx, a is minus alpha cos bx, b is u x, plus b sin, what is b here? U sin bx means ux. So using this formula we will get integration of this term is we get this type of term. Okay. Next after integrated we should apply upper and lower limit. So what is the limit here? Lower limit is 0, upper limit is infinity. So substitute upper and lower limit, replace x by upper limit is infinity. So e to the power of minus infinity. So we know that e to the power of minus infinity values is what? 0. Therefore 0 into this entire term is 0. So finally we get upper limit is 0. Next substitute lower limit. The lower limit is what? 0. Replace x by 0. So e to the power of 0 will get what? 1. 1 by alpha square plus u square minus alpha cos x is 0, cos 0 value is 1, plus u into sin 0 value is 0. The second term will get 0. This is upper limit minus lower limit. In lower limit second term again we get 0. So this implies Fourier cosine transform answer is minus e to minus plus alpha by alpha square plus u square. This is the answer for Fourier cosine transform of e to the power of minus alpha x. Suppose Fourier transform, if they are asking Fourier cosine transform of e to the power of minus 2x, andre we will get 2 by 2 square plus 4 is the answer. Okay. Apply the same procedure, find out Fourier cosine and sine transform for other alpha constant term. Okay, this is the answer. So I go to next question. The next problem, find the Fourier sine and cosine transform of f of x equal to x and 0 splitted function. A function f of x is equal to x when 0 to 2 is a function, 0 to 2 is a limit, and the function f of x is 0 at other limit. Okay, here also we should take the Fourier sine and cosine formula and substitute the function and integrate. So first I consider Fourier sine transform formula. Fourier sine transform fs of u, the formula is 0 to infinity f of x into cosine means sin ux into dx is a Fourier sine transform. So this implies 0 to infinity f of x. What is f of x here? X. F of x is x only when the limit is what? 0 to 2. At other limit the values is what? 0. Therefore I go to change the limit 0 to infinity to 0 to 2. Because the function satisfy only when the x is varies from 0 to 2, the function f of x is what? X. At other limit the function is 0, therefore I go to change 0 to infinity to 0 to 2, f of x is what? X into sine ux into dx. Okay, next integrate this. Is very simple. You already used this type of integration in second module Fourier series. So first function is a polynomial, sine u is the continuous function. We can apply Bernoulli's integration. So using Bernoulli's integration we can solve the problem using Bernoulli's. First function differentiation, second function integration, alternative sign. First function should take always polynomial, second function we can take a continuous function. So I take here u is a polynomial function, x is a polynomial function, means first function, sine u is x is a second function. So use Bernoulli's, will get first function into integration of second function. Sine ux integration is minus cos ux by u. With respect to x is ux coefficient u, it goes to denominator, minus differentiation of x is 1, integration of the second term, this is the Bernoulli's procedure, integration of the second term, minus cos differential integration is minus sin ux by u into this previous u will get what? U square. The next term is 0, because 1 differentiation is 0, stop this Bernoulli's procedure, apply upper and lower limit 0 to 2. Next I go to apply the upper limit, replace x by 2, we'll get this is minus x replaced by 2 cos x is 2, we get 2u by u, and the upper limit for the second term, this minus into minus is plus, replace x by 2, we'll get sin 2u and denominator is u square, minus replace x by lower limit, this is the upper limit minus lower limit. So what happened, the lower limit, replace x by 0, cos 0 is 1, but here x term is there, if replace x by 0, 0 into this entire term is what? 0. Minus into minus plus, sin 0, again if you apply the lower limit for the second term, sin 0 is 0, therefore the lower limit is 0, we get only the upper limit term. This implies Fourier cosine transform is minus 2 cos 2u plus denominator is u, this is sin 2u and denominator is u square. This is the Fourier cosine transform also. Okay students, this is very simple. They are asking Fourier cosine and sine transform. Take the respective formula, Fourier cosine and sine transform formula, substitute the f of x function. So depends on the function, we should choose Bernoulli's or direct integration or standard formula. Exponential term either, we can use the standard formula, we can integrate the function, then apply the upper and lower limit, simplify. Okay. The same question they are asking to find out Fourier cosine transform. Therefore, the next part I consider Fourier cosine transform formula. Fourier cosine transform represented by fc of u is equal to, the formula is 0 to infinity f of x, cosine means cos ux into dx. This implies the function f of x is what? Given x only when the range x values is what? 0 to 2. Therefore 0 to infinity we can take 0 to 2, f of x is x into cos ux into dx. Next integrate this, apply Bernoulli's, because the first function is polynomial, second function is continuous. First function u is x and second function v is what? Cos ux. So using Bernoulli's, first function into integration of the second function. So cos ux integration is sin ux by u. Okay, then minus first function differentiation. So x differentiation will get 1 and the second function integration, sine integration will get minus cos ux by u into this previous u will get u square. The next term is 0 because one differentiation is 0. Stop this Bernoulli's procedure. Apply the limit is what? 0 to 2. Next, apply the upper and lower limit. If you replace x by 2, what happened the first term? Replace x by 2 will get 2 sine. X replaced by 2 we get 2 sine 2u by u. This is upper limit, first term. And minus into minus is plus, the second term. Cos x replaced by 2 we get 2u by u square. This is upper limit. minus substitute lower limit. So what is the lower limit here? 0. So if you replace x by 0, 0 into this entire term is 0, the first term is 0, minus into minus is plus, the second term. If you replace x by 0, cos 0 values is 1, 1 by u square is the second lower term. So finally we get Fourier cosine transform is Fourier cosine transform is equal to, we'll get 2 sine 2u by u plus cos 2u by u square minus 1 by u square. This is the Fourier cosine transform of the function is x. Okay. This is the answer for Fourier cosine and sine transform for these two problems. Second question, the first question, Fourier cosine and transform. Thank you.